I'm Renee Minks from Oasis Recovery. I'm the IOP director. This is Benny. I'm a licensed clinical addiction specialist, a certified supervisor intern, a licensed clinical social worker associate, and those are all my letters right now.
I'm Mackenzie, and I'm a therapist at Oasis. I'm a licensed clinical mental health counselor associate and a licensed clinical addiction specialist associate.
Yeah, so we're here to tell you about Brainspotting. It's something that Mackenzie and I were trained in. That is a fairly new therapy to treat trauma, mental health. It was developed in 2003 by someone named David Grant. And essentially, to kind of boil it down, it's somewhat similar to EMDR. I personally use it at Oasis with people with trauma and integrated with EMDR. It's a really, really good add-on for me. And essentially, the philosophy of Brainspotting is that there are certain places where our eyes naturally go. Let's say if you can think about a time that you were really kind of stressed out and you zoned out and your eyes kind of went to a certain place, like maybe it was the upper right of your vision or the lower left. Those are kind of the spots that are thought to be resource brain spots. And so we use Brainspotting to find places in our vision that either help move us from rational prefrontal cortex to midbrain and earlier parts of our brain that get us in touch with the emotional aspect. A lot of clients come into addiction treatment really stuck in the intellectual part of what's going on and are very disconnected from the emotional piece of it. So I think Brainspotting does a really good job of connecting those two. And how I use it currently with EMDR with my clients reprocessing trauma is there's something in EMDR called bilateral stimulation where someone's eyes will follow my hands as they go like this, just back and forth. And so with Brainspotting, it's all about staying in one place when you notice someone's body language or sensations get activated. So sometimes if I'm doing EMDR and I notice someone's eyes start to go back and forth really quickly on a certain area, I'll stop there for a minute. And it will help kind of bring up some of those sensations and emotions that have been stuck. So it's really lovely in that way, and that's how I've been using it here so far. It's newer than EMDR. My heart and soul is still with EMDR. I love it a lot. But research has proven them both to be super effective.
And something I really appreciate about Brainspotting is that it's talking about noticing points of activation and then also points of resourcing where the body's feeling calmer. And so I like that with clients. It's kind of empowering them to understand that they have both of these pieces inside of them, and that by working through some traumatic experiences that they really do have the ability to heal. And I find that to be really empowering. So I'm just starting to implement this more with clients, especially who have experienced trauma. So.
I love that. Yeah, Mackenzie brings up my favorite part too, I think, which is why we were both drawn to it, is like the last thing I'll say about it is that the core of Brainspotting and EMDR, I would say, has a really deep innate belief in the client's ability to heal themselves. Like that even though these, through depression, anxiety, addiction, trauma, like these memories and events have gotten stuck, but that just through a little bit of help, through our connection with them, aligning with them, that it will allow their brain and body to move this through and process it in long-term memory and be able to, it's really awesome, and we're super happy to be implementing it here now.